Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leonhart. We're more than a channel, we're a community. Heart Squad and anybody else watching for the first time, I welcome you because this is going to be an instructional video on how you can protect your Pokemon cards, how you can organize your Pokemon cards, how you can protect your investment in rare Pokemon cards. So if you want to save them for your kids, if you want to save them to sell them later, this is your chance to protect not only Pokemon cards, but graded Pokemon cards as well. So put your seatbelt on because we have lots and lots of stuff to get through today, and I'll try to do this as an efficient way as possible, and hopefully y'all can leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy Pokemon videos. So, protecting your investment, protecting your cards, whether you play competitively or not, the very first thing that you probably already know is these. These are penny sleeves or ultra pro sleeves, and what's really cool about these specific sleeves is the fact that they are readily available like at Target or Walmart or your local store if you're located somewhere else in the world, and they're very cheap. That's the good thing about these things. But if you are gonna go out there and get some, you can get the Ultra Pro ones, and they will do a fantastic job of protecting your cards at a basic level. But there are other ones, which you'll see soon enough in this video, and other brands that are a teensy bit better if you would like to go that route. But we are trying to be as efficient and basically cheap as possible here for the, the lame-ease casual Pokemon fan and collector. So here are the basic penny sleeves. I will take one out and I will do an example on our first Pokemon card. This is a base set unlimited Weedle card, and you'll notice by the little shadow on the Pokemon right there, we simply insert it just like so, and voila! It is a protected Pokemon card. Now, there are different ways people like to put them in the penny sleeve. I like putting them just like this, and we'll get to it a little bit more sooner, but other people like putting it this way, and then there you go, and then you put it, which we'll be putting them in top loaders a little bit later on. So, essentially, here's the card. Does a great job of protecting it from scratches. However, for bending and stuff like that, there's other ways that will show you protect it. But at a basic level, this is a great way to start protecting your cards, and it's very cheap to get these penny sleeves. So that's one really cool thing. The next thing that you can do is get a deck protector. A deck protector sleeve, as these are falling around. So I got these little cute Eevee ones right here, and these are specifically sized for Pokemon cards, but you'll notice, especially if you go into stores, you can get basic ones that are sold, and they just fit what the casual Pokemon card size is, which is usually what other cards are as well. So deck protectors. These are pretty cool, and they are usually used for more like competitive play, and especially when you put cards into binders. But here is a basic one. Has a Ho-Oh on the back of it right there. I know a lot of people, especially for collecting purposes, would rather get clear ones of these. So I know the front is clear, but the back is also clear, so you don't need to take it out when you're trying to see the back of the Pokemon card. So what you would do with the deck protector, simply for this one, put it in the sleeve just like so. But there are different types of penny sleeves where you can take it even a bit above that. You would simply, I don't think this one's big enough for showing purposes, but there are other ones where you would actually put the penny sleeve over on top of the deck protector, and that would do a better job at protecting it from dust and even more from scratches, and especially falling out of the deck protector. You don't want that to happen. So that is what a deck protector does. Now, something that people can do, especially for those that play competitively in the Pokemon card game, you can actually get very good quality type of sleeves called Kmc Sleeves right here. And these are actually smaller than your usual penny sleeves like these Ultra Pro ones. So you'll notice the size right there, 2 5/8 and 3 5/8 are the size for the basic Ultra Pro or just basic penny sleeve. These are 64 by 89 millimeters. And what you do with these, as I have them right over here, you take one out and just for comparison purposes, you can instantly tell, hopefully, that this one is smaller than the regular penny sleeve. So as a little maybe like added tip for competitive people or just people that want to put them in their binders, it does fit a bit more snugly, as you can see as I slide that one in there. It is like no excess room, but it fits perfectly. And then what you would do is you would take whatever deck protector sleeve that you got, and you can either put it in this way. I'll do it the other way where you put the top first. So here's the top, the opening of the penny sleeve, and voila. It is now double protected. So one, it helps it from not falling out, it protects it from dust, and it protects it from getting potentially scratched, in the deck protector. And you can like move it around and do whatever you want, and now it is like dually protected. So those were the Kmc sleeves, or those just basically more perfect fitting, smaller sleeves, penny sleeves. Those are also fairly pretty cheap as well. Here are some random deck sleeves, deck protector sleeves that you can get. A lot of these, like for instance, these ones over here, okay, fine, go ahead and fall. These actually just come in Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes as well. So you may already have some if you do collect. Now, you always want to make sure, as I have my little notes right here, that I'm making sure I'm telling y'all everything as efficiently as possible. You'll notice, if you're gonna get some penny sleeves, go for the Ultra Pro or even a step above. There's some knockoff brands and they're not acid free. So I like to harp on that just a little bit more, is that make sure they are quantity 100. No, make sure that they are acid free for your penny sleeves, because those do affect it, especially if you leave your cards in the sun, which I hope no one does that, but just in case you do. So I think I pretty much got everything there. We'll move on to the next type of stuff, and then I'll go into how to organize and store your Pokemon cards. So say you have just your unlimited base set Weedle, as I'm trying to take this out. There we go. It does really fit snug, so that it does its job, I will say that. So you want to protect it a bit more, especially if you were going to be sending it perhaps in the mail. Or just for your collection purposes to organize it. So I don't really use these, honestly, because I prefer the top loaders, which we'll get to very shortly. But there is such thing as card savers and Ultra Pro card savers, which are a bit smaller than these. But these things are essentially just plastic. They're much sturdier than the Ultra Pro, or than the penny sleeves in general, but they do still bend, but they also take the protection up quite a bit. So we'll go with just a regular penny sleeve right here, not the smaller one. I'll go ahead and put that in. So there we go. Hello, Weedle, how you doing? And usually for these things, usually to open these up, I usually just take like 2 fingers like that. Everybody has their way of opening these up, and you just want to kind of slide that in, and then bam, there you go. You can always straighten it out later, but that's essentially what a card saver does. I know a lot of times when you're trying to send your cards graded, PSA likes it when you send them in card savers and not in top loaders, because it's easier for them to get them out. And so these are a good way to stack a bunch of your Pokemon cards, or just any other types of cards in general. And it makes for, better protection than the deck protector sleeves, better protection than the Ultra Pro or the penny sleeves. So you can put it in there, and that protects it fairly well. Now, I am more a fan of top loaders, and I'm sure you know what top loaders are, which all of this stuff, not necessarily sure about these to be honest, but the top loaders and the penny sleeves can be purchased at like Walmart or Target, and even these are just like a couple of dollars, so they are still fairly cheap. And it keeps cards clean. It's ultra clear, acid free, and one of my favorite things about top loaders is they're smaller than the card savers, and they're a bit more sturdier than the card savers. So usually what you would do with these, I don't recommend putting them in the deck protector sleeves and then putting them in the top loader. all you really need to do is just put them in either the KMC Perfect Sleeve or just a simple penny sleeve. And you can either put them in two different ways. It's just completely personal preference. For me, I'm just more very simple. So whenever I'm trying to put something in, I just put it in like this, bottom first, and you just go like that. And it's so very it just feels so nice once you put them in there with the penny sleeve in the top loader. And that does a very, very good job of protecting it from getting bent, scratches, like basically almost anything. So probably my personal favorite other than using like the card saver or the deck sleeves. And so Weedle is now very, very protected. So before we get into moving on to more stuff, I did want to show everybody, if you're going to put your cards for organizational purposes in a binder, and this is some of my vintage collection that you're seeing right here. Yes, that's a first edition Lieutenant Surge's Pharaoh, first edition holographic card, first edition Dark Charizard Team Rocket. If you're going to put them in a binder, a binder like this Pokemon one actually, which I just got from Walmart, actually does a great job of protecting cards. I get people showing me their collection from when they were the kid, and their collection was just sitting in their closet. So it's good that it's nice, damp, very nice. It's not hot, it's not in the sun, and their cards are like in minty fresh condition. And that's what's great actually about being in a binder. So I think they're actually very good to keep it in a binder if you'd like. But if you are going to do it, and I've seen people not do it, make sure your cards are in a deck protector sleeve. So one of these bad boys right here, it keeps it from moving because there's a lot of extra space in these binders. And in order to keep it from moving, because you don't want it to do that, put it in a deck protector sleeve. And like I said before, you can put your card in a KMC smaller penny sleeve, put that in the deck protector, put it in here. So you can take it out, you can take a look at it, and they are in great condition if you ever want to move them. Now, I'm giving you the full information here. And I'm pretty sure you've been eyeing some of the stuff that's been right over here, like this PSA graded card. Yes, it is a Gold Star Gem Mint Groudon card that I pulled in one of my videos on this channel. You should definitely go watch it. But this is a card that I pulled, and it's gorgeous. And I love it a lot. But you want to protect your graded Pokemon cards. And yes, I know it already comes in like something that's even more sturdier than the top loader and the card saver. So there are special types of sleeves out there, like this big one, that are essentially the same quality and material as a penny sleeve. But what you can do is you can actually I'll probably do it this way. They're big enough to where you can put your PSA cards in and your other graded cards in. You seal it like that, it's a little sticky at the top, and bam! That protects it from scratches, which is most importantly what you don't want to happen on your card cases. And it also, don't keep them in the sun or anything like that, but it mainly just keeps it from scratches, so you can move it around, take it with you traveling and stuff, and showing it off to your friends, and it does a great job of protecting your graded Pokemon cards. That's about the best that I would say you can do with the graded Pokemon cards. And now you're also eyeing these Skyridge vintage sealed packs that I have right here. There's actually 3 of them in there right now, and they are all minty fresh, and they are very, very nice. But for showing purposes, I have a smaller one of those bigger penny sleeves essentially, and you can fit booster packs in there. You can fit several cards in there, but I usually keep my sealed booster packs in these types of sleeves like this because they also stick like yonder, and it does a great job of keeping the dust away. It does a great job of making sure I don't scratch the packs, and now your sealed Pokemon cards are officially safe. And that's what I have. All my sealed packs are just simply like that, and those don't even cost a lot to get those types of sleeves either. So, some ways to actually store your cards that are pretty cheap. One way that I store a lot of my cards is from the Elite Trainer boxes that you get. When you go to the store and you get some Elite Trainer boxes, or different types of other Pokemon products that come with boxes like this. This one was from Shining Legends. Simply, just open it up, And bam, now there is plenty of room, to store your Pokemon cards. And you can put them in the top loaders, and the top loaders fit in there, and they can all stack those up just like that. Or just put your Pokemon cards just how they are in an Elite Trainer box. Here's a bigger one that has Charizard on it. So there are different sizes as well that you can get. If you can't go get an Elite, you don't want to get an Elite Trainer box, you can also go to places like Moving Trading Company and Sam's and Costco, and also I think Walmart, I've seen them as well. You can actually get cardboard boxes that are specifically for storing cards. I like going to Moving Trading Company, so hopefully your town has one. They're only like 50 cents to like $2, and you can get like massive size ones. Hopefully I'll put pictures on the screen of those storage boxes. And they come with like little dividers as well. So those are great for storing. Here is another type of way. I just have some of my vintage cards in here, but you can either get these separately or just through Elite Trainer boxes. These are little card dividers. So you can organize your cards into different sets, and that's what I've done here. There's like this red one right here, red one right here, black one right there, black one right there. And these little dividers are a great job of just organizing your collecting into different ways. Now, if you don't have any of those, you can also go this route. There are, as you know, Pokemon tins, and this tin has a Christmas tree on it. So I used to store my cards in all the tins, but then I kind of just would get either those divider boxes for Moving Trading Company or keep them in these Elite Trainer boxes. And so for these, I mean, the tins, they're a $20 tin. You might as well make as much use out of the tin as possible. These are actually, I think these are all like Toys R Us Clefairy promo cards. And I just got so many Meowth ones. These Electabuzz Toys R Us. We got Alolan Vulpix. Oh man, these must be worth a lot. These were kind of just sitting and like stored away. So that's what's good about having the tin. And this also protects it from the dust and sunlight, especially because it only has that little window right there. And then bam, you got a tin. You got the packs that were inside the tin originally. Now you can store your cards. Another thing, probably the last thing, and I don't really use these too often, but especially if you want to put your deck in it, once you put your deck in the Kmc sleeves, put them in the deck protector sleeves for added protection, you can put your cards inside one of these little Ultra Pro boxes that you can put your deck in usually. Not put your whole collection, obviously, because it's not that big, but this is something, for people that can play competitively and stuff. And here's you can divide your cards with these little things that come with it as well. And there's different ones. They're not just Pokemon ones. The stores also sell different types of colors and designs on those. So I think that pretty much wraps this up for how to protect and store your Pokemon cards. I hope y'all found this video very, very useful. I know a lot of people, when they send their cards in the mail or something like that, they don't even get the penny sleeves and stuff. So at least use the penny sleeves if you can't get the top loaders, but all of it's pretty cheap. So hope everybody enjoyed this video. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed this, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and get ready for some more amazing videos this week. My name is Leonhart. Stay awesome, stay positive, and as always, I will see y'all in the next video.